Hi guys, welcome to Chariot Palmistry. Today we're going to be talking about the fish symbol. Now this is a rare sign. It appears on maybe 1 in 100 hands in my experience. And whenever it does, it always gives wealth and abundance. But it's a very specific type of wealth. This is the sort of money that grows slowly and steadily over time. So think of this as more of an indication of compound wealth that someone's going to be accumulating over their lifetime. Now, according to traditional Indian schools of palmistry, the fish symbol should be at the very base of the hand, near the wrist. This is known as the area of Rahu's triangle or of Ketu's triangle. I tend to disagree. I think this symbol can appear anywhere on the hand and it gives very similar results in that it brings abundance and wealth for everyone. Now, there are two variations to this sign. If the fish symbol is pointing upwards, as in towards the fingers, then this is a sign of wealth that comes in through hard work. So think of someone who has to work really hard in their career, and slowly and steadily they get more and more money as time goes on. So there's that compounding effect that comes in with this. On the other hand, if the fish is pointing downwards, then it's a sign of wealth that comes from unexpected sources. So think of someone who buys a house, or that appreciates slowly over time, or somebody who gets an inheritance when they're not expecting it. There's lots of different variations to this symbol, but I want you to have a look at this hand. This has both signs on it, the fish pointing downwards, and also at the very top of the hand there's a fish pointing upwards. That fish over there under the middle finger, that's known as the Saturn's mount. And whenever a fish appears on that point, it normally gives wealth through hard work, and specifically through the career as well. The fish at the very bottom of the hand, that is a sign of wealth coming through, probably from an inheritance. And because it's towards the end of the lifeline over there, it's a sign of wealth that's going to come in very, very late in life. This is another interesting hand over here. This lady has two fish symbols. One of them's actually pointing sideways at the very base of her wrist. That's the Ketu triangle, specifically that area. But the bigger fish in the middle of the hand, that's the one where she's going to be getting a lot of wealth coming in. Again, probably in about the mid-50s, because that fish is at the lower part of her lifeline. This is also a very rare hand because this has three fish on it. Now, if we look at the fish at the top, that's under the ring finger, and under the ring finger, that's the mount of sun, which is all about success, fame, and recognition from other people. So this individual is going to earn a lot of money, but also at the same time is going to be well respected and well admired for the work that he does. This is an interesting one here. This is a fish symbol at the end of a line. And in this case, it's the sun line, and the fish is appearing on the Saturn mount and also on the sun mount, between the second and third fingers there. This hand actually reminds me of a hand that I was reading a couple of years ago for a lady. I saw this exact same marking on her hand, and I told her, "You're about to come into a fair bit of money, and it's going to be very unexpected." And she told me that she owned a hotel in one of those Pacific Island countries. I think it was either Fiji or Vanuatu, one of those places there. Anyway, she'd had this hotel for about 20 years, and slowly and steadily she was slaving away at it, trying to grow her business. But the tourism industry in her particular island started growing suddenly, and an overseas company came in and set up a casino. That brought lots of tourists into the place, and that business, the casino, started growing so rapidly that they were actually looking at buying her out. And at the time she came to see me, she actually had an offer from this casino for somewhere between $6 to $7 million for her business. And that's the sort of wealth that the fish brings. It's unexpected, particularly when it's pointing downwards, but when it comes, it's unmistakable. You get a lot of it in a relatively short period of time. But it always comes after lots and lots of years of hard work. Now, whenever you do see the fish symbol, also look for a flag sign as well, because these two signs, at least in my experience, often occur side by side. In fact, for every 10 hands that I see that have a fish on it, I'd say probably half of them would also have a flag on it as well. Now, that's about all I can say for the fish symbol. I have written a book on palmistry symbols, and these are the details for it. And if you want to know more about palmistry, you can visit our website at www.chariotpalmistry.com. If you have any questions on this sign, leave a comment in the section below, and I'll try and get back to you. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button and also the like. Thank you very much.